My name is Amy Ahn, and I'm from South Florida. And today is August 15th, 2015, and very happy to be here getting therapy this week for my husband with Kenny Owens. So we found Kenny through Dr. Furman. I've been very worried about my husband for quite a few years. He doesn't sleep well at night. He doesn't. That's affecting his quality of life. He gets headaches. That affects his quality of life. And I follow Dr. Furman, and I began to notice on his forums online that when people would write in with various body part problems, that he would recommend Kenny Owens in Houston. And he started to suggest that people should go there and spend a week. And this isn't your typical thing to do, but I became intrigued and looked into it and realized this is something we could do. So we called, we texted, we organized things, and we came out here for a week and have spent the week here getting therapy for my husband with Kenny. Kenny very generously has worked on me as well so that I could learn both how to do the technique, what it feels like, and also start to discover places in my body that could use some improvement and help. So we've been really happy. This has been a really important part of coming here and the treatment for us so that we can continue to do this at home and in between, hopefully, future visits to come and see Kenny and get more treatments for my husband especially. So I'm in my 50s and I've been maybe 40 pounds plus overweight for much of my adult life and very frustrated at not being able to fix that and knowing full well the health problems that come with that down the road. So spent some time torturing myself with restricting calories and talking to my doctor and getting really poor advice. And I went to my dentist one day and he was showing off, look at all the weight I've lost. And of course I said, how did you do it? And he told me about Dr. Furman and Eat to Live. I went out that day, bought the book, and started the next day. And lost about 35 pounds following Dr. Furman's diet the past 3 years. And just realized what an amazing gift this is to follow this kind of whole foods, plant-based diet. And that down the road I have heart disease, cancers in my family, and I'm really feeling every day that I'm working my way away from that legacy and that I'm improving my health and really expect to be here for a long time in a really healthy way, especially when I combine the nutritional health with the muscular and body work that I've learned here this week with Kenny. One of the things Kenny has is a scanner that can measure the antioxidants, the nutrients in your body, and I was really a little nervous, but I'm very happy to get scanned. I've been following Dr. Furman's diet for 3 years, and I know my score should be up in the 80,000 range, and would it really be? And so I was very excited to be able to get the scan from Kenny. It was another great gift of this week with him. And yes, my score was 85,000. So I was really happy to see that and excited. And during the course of this week, the impact of the frequent treatments on my husband is that his body was really working to heal and deal with all of the changes Kenny's created in his body, and his numbers during this week have dropped, whereas mine stayed the same. So that was an interesting component, little experiment, and an interesting side light to the what we've done here this week. So we came here to see Kenny this week with the full expectation that my husband, he would have something to say about how to fix my husband's headaches, the muscular part of his shoulders. That seemed a very clear expectation and very doable. What we were very surprised to learn was all of the ways that my husband's lower body and his thigh muscles and hip muscles were very stiff and very overused and damaged. And the things that we can do to work on that Kenny's done to work on it, that we can continue to do at home, and really the long-term impact. We thought we were coming here to help him sleep better and improve headaches. We weren't really thinking about all of the ways that this is the big picture of health. And so we learned so much from Kenny about how tightness in those quadriceps and thighs can impact the knees and cause long-term damage to the knees. Same with the hip joints, that we can improve our health that way by not having those hip bones banging into each other. We learned that some of the muscles have an impact on the eye, on the organs. I felt myself from my few treatments that how some of the changes in my body have some of my organs are, my ovaries out of place. I already know from a doctor's visit previous, and I have some bladder issues, and I already felt a change in just a few treatments. So we're excited to see if we can continue to do this at home and follow up with the gynecologist, follow up with Kenny in the future, and see what kind of long-term changes. So really we came thinking this was just a different way to address a tiny muscular problem that would fix his headaches, and what we learned is a whole new avenue to improving health overall. And so I really recommend, don't just come in because you think you have a headache. Don't just come in because your hip bothers you. Come in because you're interested in wellness and health and want to work on that for a long, healthy life.